Grain Zero chocolate and cashew. So yummy. Hi folks, how's it going? Cindy Lou and I went to the park, and I was gonna record this video in the park. But then I got there, and once again, the SD card is not in the camera. So we went to the dog park. She played with some dogs for a while, and here we are doing this indoors. So I just wanted to get caught up a little bit. I know it's been a couple weeks since I posted a video. I had made a video a couple of weeks ago, and as I was editing it, I was like, this is shit. I'd rather not post anything than post this shit. And, you know, now because I said shit 3 times, YouTube's gonna say, we're not gonna show this video to anyone. But you know what? I don't give a shit. So, I'm getting ready to move. I have been packing up. My apartment is a complete disaster. I can't find anything. The sale of the house was supposed to close last Monday on the 15th. Today is the 22nd. Still hasn't closed. So I will admit I am in a bit of a panic because I'm supposed to be leaving here, the apartment, on the 30th, and then leaving Ontario on August 3rd. I think it's the 3rd. Yeah. So why am I leaving Ontario, and why am I going to Newfoundland? Well, one of the main reasons I wanted to leave Ontario is affordability. The second reason is noise, which I'm sure you can hear. This neighborhood is so noisy. But this is the only apartment in the entire city that I can afford. The building is owned by my now former employer. I handed in my notice a month ago, and my job was finished there on the 12th. Once I get settled in Newfoundland, though, I'm going to be on contract with them for a couple of months. There's a couple of projects that need to be done, and everybody else is just going to be too busy to do them, so they've asked if I would come back as a contractor. So for a couple of months, I will have that. And then after that, I'll be looking for a job in Newfoundland. So why am I leaving Ontario? One, like I said, affordability. There is nowhere in this province, in the entire province, that is affordable to live. So if I had been able to get a fully remote job, which my job was not, it was not fully remote. I had to go to the office some days every week. So I had to stay within the city, because to move outside of the city into the surrounding suburbs, the rents, excuse me, I don't even have allergies, and it's getting bad here. Anyway, even the surrounding suburbs around Toronto, they are not affordable. They are not livable. The $50 that I might save per month on rent in the suburbs would be taken up by the necessity of either a double transit pass to get from there to the city, or I would have had to have bought a car, which is like the double transit pass would be a couple $100 each, and then a car would be how many hundreds of dollars? Excuse me. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I honestly, I felt like I had a spider crawling up my nose. It's horrible. Ugh. So affordability in Ontario is non-existent. 2 years ago, I can't even believe it was 2 years ago now, when I was having some problems at work and I was having some health issues, I looked for months, and I had actually gone out and viewed houses in Ontario. The only thing that I could have afforded in Ontario would have been a mobile home in a mobile home park. So then I would have also have been paying the land lease, so I could afford to buy the home, but then I would have also had a land lease. Or there was a condo that was kind of in my price range, but it was way up at Elliott Lake, which is far away from where I am now, and it didn't have a laundry machine in the unit. I would still have had to have been hand washing my laundry because it was shared laundry and you couldn't have a laundry machine in your unit. So part of the reason that I wanted to move out of an apartment is because I can't use shared laundry facilities because of the chemicals, fragrances that everybody uses in their laundry products. So like Tide in the orange jug or Gain, Gain is bad. And then if you throw in those scent beads and fabric softener and all the other stuff that people use, I can't share that machine. So I want to live in a house where I can have my own laundry machine, and there's nowhere in the entire province of Ontario that I could afford to buy a house or rent an apartment or condo that had an in-unit laundry machine. There's rentals across the street, and I think they have laundry machines in each unit, but they go for a 1 bedroom. It's like $5,000 a month. Like, how ridiculous is that? Sorry, I don't know what is going on. I don't have allergies. Apparently I've developed them. So I started looking elsewhere. Well, I stopped looking entirely in Ontario because I couldn't afford anything. And then, so I kind of just gave up and figured, okay, well, I guess I'm just hand washing my laundry for the rest of my life. And then last year, we got a new boss at work, and my job, like all of my duties and my job load, like quadrupled. So I was totally exhausted. I was working overtime a lot, not getting paid for it. And I was not enjoying my job at all. So I started thinking, okay, well, where can I go that's affordable, that I, might be able to get a job? That's keyword here. So then I started looking in the Maritimes, and then I started looking in Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI. I didn't want to be on PEI because the bridge to get there is just, I don't like bridges. And Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, I couldn't find anything really in my price range. It's more affordable for real estate in those two provinces than it is here in Ontario, vastly so. I was still just a little bit outside of my preferred budget. So I thought, okay, well, Newfoundland. I have always been drawn to Newfoundland. I had never been there until my trip in May, which you saw that video a few videos ago. That was my first trip, and my first trip to Newfoundland, I bought a house. So then I kept it secret at work. I hadn't said anything to anybody except for one person who was from Newfoundland. I hadn't said anything to anyone until a month ago when I handed in my resignation. So real estate in Newfoundland is infinitely more affordable than it is here in Ontario. The other parts of the cost of living are more than Ontario, like food, and my internet is going to be slightly more. I don't know about my phone yet. But because I was able to buy the house for cash, and I've used up my entire budget, but I was able to buy the house for cash. It's on my own property. I don't have a land lease. So I won't have rent, I won't have mortgage or anything. So my expenses will be significantly less than even renting here in the cheapest apartment in the city. So there's one reason. Another reason I wanted to leave Toronto specifically is it's no longer a livable city. It is noisy, it's crowded, it's getting to be more dangerous. The gun violence has gone up significantly. It's still not as bad as similarly sized US cities, but it's getting pretty bad. And I just don't feel, it's not that I feel unsafe here, I don't feel comfortable. Most of that is the noise. It is constantly noisy in this neighborhood. The noise never goes away. The other night I was sleeping, and about 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3 biker gangs went down the road, and they were going back and forth for about half an hour, like 6 or 8 bikes at a time, making a huge noise. And that's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And seriously, plus there's trucking companies just a couple of blocks away from here, and it's just constant 24/7 truck noises. The bus line is a 24-hour bus line. It just, the noise never stops, and it just hurts my jaw. It does contribute a lot to stress, for anybody, but for people who are sensitive to noise, it's even more so. So that was one reason I wanted to move out of Toronto. And then why Newfoundland is good is because the population is, I think, is not even 600,000 for all of Newfoundland and Labrador, and the population of Toronto is like 3.5 million. So the entire province has like not even half the amount of people that are just here in the city of Toronto. So yeah, it's crazy. So it will be so much quieter where I'm going, and it will also be fewer people. Can you hear that? That's all the time, constant. And the not being able to just do laundry. I just want to be able to do laundry. I'm tired of hand washing my laundry like twice a week, and I'm tired of the noise, and I'm tired of the violence, and there's just stupid people here. So that's why I am leaving Ontario and going to Newfoundland, and that's why my house, or my apartment, is a complete disaster zone right now. I can't find anything. I can't walk safely because I've just been pulling things up. Like, look at this. Look at this. I've got all of this here, just junk everywhere, and just boxes piled up that are partially packed, and camping gear over there pulled out, and these boxes here stacked, and some more stacked stuff back here. Is just trying to, make sense of everything. And that's my bed right now. Of course you can't see it because I've packed away the lamp. But yeah, it's just an absolute disaster zone. And see, here's all the laundry that I did yesterday, and it's just exhausting. I'm exhausted. I need quiet. I need to get out of the city. I used to like Toronto, and I don't so much anymore. So yeah, I'm going to Newfoundland. And I'm going to take you guys along with me. I bought a dash cam, so that should be cool for some Wayne's World type content. And hopefully we don't get into a crash. Yeah, and it's going to be a 6-day trip across Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and then Newfoundland. 6 days. Yeah. So all this stuff I gotta pack up still. Get ready for the truck next week. That's it for now. Catch you later.